Hey, the average Joe here. I know we've all heard the letters AI on the news and in the industry. Well, part of this, data centers, semiconductor facilities, clean rooms, all these types of buildings are going to be built in great numbers, not only this year, but in the years to come. And HVC software will design the systems for these facilities that's going to perform all the necessary calculations, and it's going to take in consideration pressurization, the air changes, humidity, and air filtration, and do it all in minutes. So here on the screen, you'll see I have a project, and I went to File, Open Example. I came here to Projects, Laboratory and Clean Rooms, and I just clicked on Clean Room and opened up that project there. So this particular project is just a simple project, but it's one space, and there's going to be airflow in there. So much airflow, 5,000 CFM, 50,000 looks like right there. We've got the outside air coming in that's needed, right, in a facility like we just mentioned, as well as we need recirc with the proper filtration uh, on both those air handlers. And down here, you'll see the air handlers. So how will we build this? Well, let's just come to our wizard first. I'm going to come to the air handler, and I want to do a custom air handler. I'm going to answer some questions here and build the system. So I want to have one space to my system. You see the one space there. I would also like to have no terminal equipment. So I don't want any fans or terminal heat pumps. I want nothing there. I want to do heating and cooling. I want 100% outside air. One fan, and I could come in there and actually pick the type of fan if I wanted to see what that would be on the supply. Heating coil, hydronic, cooling coil, hydronic. Now that will also build us some other, related schematics, so we'll just keep that there. Pre-filter on my unit there, we have dynamic. We just added the software. That's a MERV 13. Final filter, we could come in here and right there, everything we use per ASHRAE. So it's a MERV 20, HEPA flat. You'll see the other options there as well. Angle, we do an angle if we wanted. Sound trap, no. Ionization system with GPS, that'll help clean the air. Humidifiers, we've added the software here lately. You'll see this project here did not have a humidifier in it. I could add one in the duct. We've added that option here in the wizard. So Condair humidifier, steam generator, Condair for that little generator as well. Operating pressure, 5 psi steam. So we'll build a little steam system there for you. I only want one zone or one space. There's the one space. No, I need to enter so many BTs of the heat loss, so whatever that might be in that space, and that's captured from the loads program. And then the temperatures I want in that space for heating and cooling. Maybe you want to be cooler, maybe you want to cool down to 68 for some reason in that. Maybe you want to heat up to 72 is fine. Next would be my supply air. Let's see what's that, 10,000. We'll just leave that in there. And then pressurization, let's go 10%. These are just easy numbers to see when we look at our schematic. Ventilation, you can put some hours per change there or whatever, or input and airflow, but we don't need to do that because it's 100% outside air with whatever we're going to do with our pressurization. Exhaust, let's not put any exhaust on there so the numbers are easy to see. We'll take that exhaust system out. We can add that later. Then these would be control valves added to our heating coils. Boiler, air-cooled chiller we'll just go with. How many boilers? One air-cooled chiller. Type of pumping configuration. How many pumps? Going through this fast. Valves if you want their expansion tank. Air separator. Some fluid filters. If all goes well, when I hit finish here, we should have us an air handler. This will be our makeup air handler. So we'll drop it right here. We should have an airflow diagram, which looks a little different than what I have to the left. And then a hydronic hot water, my boiler and everything there, and my chilled water. And then we're also going to have the steam, okay, and the steam loads associated with that, and then the fuel gas piping hooking to a meter that's on that. So obviously all these numbers, pounds per hour, uh, temperatures are going to change based on where I'm located. I double left click on the white screen. I didn't show you about my weather data here in Utah. Okay, these are the conditions we're going to be sizing to: 14-degree outside for winter heating, 95 for summer cooling. And then, so now we've got the airflow diagram there. We can see temperatures. There's the 14 coming in from the outside. It came in at something else over here. If we look at it, click on that, it's 95, but the fan heats that up. That's why it shows 99 here. So we take in all those things in consideration. Now, let's build the other research air handler to hook to our space. Blue is outside air, that's why it shows blue, and then red is return air, and that's why you see that in red. So in this case, I'm just going to come to the air handler, and I'm going to come over to the air handler cabinet and just drop that down here. We're going to build this one from scratch, so you can get a feel for that, how to do that. We need a return fan. We'll go with an inline quiet fan there, cook mixed flow. It's going to give me another fan right for my return air. I'm going to put that right there. And then it's going to give me, well, I'm going to add some plenums on here. If I add plenums, it'll put everything in a separate, the coils in separate plenums, and won't throw them all in one plenum. You'll see what I talk about here. So now there's my heating coil next, right down over here on the research. So I'll just go grab a hydronic heating coil, drop that in my air handler. You'll see that's going to give me one for my airflow diagram, and it's going to let me put one over here to hook up to my hot water system schematic over there. Next, we'll go get a chilled water coil, hydronic, drop that right here. It's going to give me another one to put up here, and then another one to drop down over here into that system. We'll throw in another plenum right here, so we can drop in a filter. Next, I can see from over here that was a MERV 20, so I can come up here my filter. Where are we? Right here. Like I say, everything we do per hash rate will come down to the MERV 20. It's not really manufactured. We have the software on that. We decide what kind we want. Drop that in. Have one for the airflow diagram. Okay, what's left? We need to throw in another plenum out here so we can have the humidifier. We just added Condia here a couple years ago. The software, fantastic partner. Build a great product there. Drop that down in. It's going to give me one for my airflow diagram. Okay, and there it is to hook to my. So we don't need two humidifiers, right? But I want to show you how to do it. So we have one in our outside air. We won't put one in that return air. What do we need next? Well, it looks like here we had some filtration on the inlet, so we'll grab a filter and just put a, now we'll just grab something fast and put that in there. Put in the air handler, up in our airflow diagram. Now you'll notice here when I drop that fan on the space, it's backwards. So if I connect that up, there's going to be some big dashes, which means it's connected wrong. So I'm going to click on that and just flip that fan around. And it's just a matter of connecting outs to ends. Okay. Where's the next? We'll kind of line them up all as you click on them, depending on which order you go in. We'll come over and hook that to the, I could hook it to the duct, or I could put another diffuser in that space and have it come in as a different diffusers, okay? As soon as you drop one diffuser in a space, it allows you to put multiple in. Then we need to hook that return air duct. Take that back. Hopefully that'll be red. We'll see what we have here. So now we look at our numbers here. 9,000 CFM is being returned. You see, zoom in here, a little plus. Why is that plus? Well, because under our pressurization, we did 10%, so we did 1,000 CFM for plus. We wanted to pressurize that space, that clean room space. And it's saying, well, you wanted 10,000 CFM in that space, right? Clean room or whatever it might be. Might need lots of air changes. And so we're only going to bring in the 1,000 CFM, which is what we're kind of pressurizing it with. That would have been a number, like if you would have had a ventilation number, it would have looked at that number. So if I just want to drag a box across these and right click with my mouse, then I can look at the airflow, 10,000, or excuse me, 1,000 coming in, mixing with 9, 10,000, 9,000 is going out because we have 1,000 pressurization. So if I hooked exhaust to this, then it's going to take that calculation in as well. Now, once again, the beauty about modeling the systems is I can now click on, you'll see there's two different static pressures because there's really we have the same CFM for heating and cooling. So we could just go with the one number there. But if you click on a fan, you'll see the static pressure, everything internal to that fan, and the static pressure that we've defaulted to there, but you can change that. And then what's external, that would be what's kind of the louvers and supply dampers that's out in the system. So that would be that. That would be, we'd be sizing that fan for 1,000 CFM or whatever static there. And then this one would be at 9,000 CFM and it sees the static here. So then we can actually go in and put some duct lengths in there. If we right click our mouse, we'll see that there's no duct lengths in there, length. So we could go in the ducts and add some lengths in there. So this is just one simple kind of an outside air recirc. We could add some more filters down in here if it was a fan filter to even get greater, greater filtration on different classifications of clean rooms. Go in and look at those other examples I had there. If you want me to send you this file, I can do that as well. Hope this has been helpful. Like I say, the software will do the whole clean rooms, any of these other, data type rooms, and do all the calculations. And we're going to select equipment, right? We can select the cook fans and the other products in here, create the schedules, and now you have all this intelligent color schematics of that system. And it's just a matter of going to your Revit 3D drawing and showing that equipment, in Revit as well. Hope this has been helpful. Hey, reach out if you need any help to set up a project or to do one. Thank you.